Join Dalton and Jacob as they discuss the ever-changing world of trading card games. TCG Buzz starts now.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dalton, back at it again with Bryce.
Yo, what up?
What's good, man? What's good? You know what that means, right? We're doing some super, right?
Dragon Balls?
Maybe.
We must collect all of the Dragon Balls.
He won't get an intro then, I guess. All right.
No.
Must
I'm so good, I don't even need to be introed. Also, I just now realized that I'm like way off center on my camera, so hey guys. Now that's less distracting. Hello.
Good day. How are you doing?
Good to see you again, Nail.
I'm confused on who Nail is in this context.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dende. My fault.
Whoa, I am not Dende. I'm Krillin at worst.
So, how does it feel to be the bronze medal?
I thought he was the wood medal.
It's just the mount.
No, it's just the ribbon that you hang, but there's nothing hanging off of it.
But in all seriousness, we're going to do a set preview, overview, review, whatever view we can throw in there. Oh, set 4 of Dragon Ball Super card game, Colossal Warfare!
And now there's 14 more archetypes in Colossal Warfare. that commercial never gets old.
Typically when we do these overviews for Dragon Ball sets, we go over particular cards that we really like. But we decided that for this one, we're just going to talk more in a general sense about each color.
Deflect OP, please nerf Bandai.
Yes, you guys are.
You want to explain your stance on this set?
My stance. All right. I've looked over the cards. Nothing intrigues me. Good day.
It's not Dalton's set. He just doesn't care much. Meanwhile, Bryce, you really like this set, right?
I'm 50-50 on it, where I do like some of the cards in the set with my boy, Hirudegarn. I know you like it too, Trey. I know you watching this. But I feel like there's a couple of keywords that they may have gone a little overboard on. They should have stuck that sparsely to the big drops.
Barrier!
Like,
Deflect!
yeah, Kefla was a pretty stupid one. I don't know why she got deflect. But hey, as long as the game's interactive and not fun, and as long as it's super cancer, it's totally fine, right? Because people were complaining too much about yellow before. Because of winter.
You got to throw them off. You got to get them start hating red.
Yeah, so deflect is the new keyword that's not color specific right now. Can you explain what it do?
Well, basically, it's protection from counterplay on enter.
You mean the only form of interaction in this game?
The only thing that stops cold bloodlust.
Because of the 4 copies in your deck running a yellow Frieza army leader, because there's none that are not yellow, let's face it, folks. It's up to you, Bandai, that you're ever going to play this in any other deck. Like, Mech Frieza, what does it do now? Does nothing. Right, because we made a oopsie-boopsie, and we decided to correct that after a grueling 2 months of sheer horror.
So you really don't like deflect, then?
I don't like it as being put onto everything, like they seem to auto-stamp barrier onto every single card nowadays. Doesn't have barrier? Here's barrier.
In before barrier, deflect, indestructible.
There.
At least indestructible stayed on one type of thing, though.
Yeah, and that was Zamasu. And he kind of needs it because the deck is bad.
You're not wrong there. I played it. Oh no, now all the Zamasu fans are going to be angry. Don't trigger them, Bryce. Trigger someone else.
But Barrier was better.
I don't know. Barrier felt okay-ish. I thought they printed too many low-cost cards with it, or just cards in general with it. So it kind of lost out on, how good it was. because everything had it.
You take it for granted, then you're right. Right, half the cards in the game can't kill it because everything says choose.
And then you have deflect. I mean, like, decks that don't run things like Cold Bloodlust aren't going to really care about this one as much, right?
Like, because at least Cold Bloodless can deal with Barrier. They can be at least like, well, I have a turn to deal with this with my Shikesh Goku combo in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just going to get screwed over because there's certain cards in the set, along with a keyword in the set that says, why am I even playing control? Just run aggro, because when you're playing a best of one in the game, there is no reason not to run aggro. There is none at all. Oh, who made top tables again? Aggro. Good! It seems like it was pushed for some reason.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, that's enough of my soapbox. Let's get into the set before I
Yeah, that's.
go on.
What color do you guys want to start with? Let's let Dalton choose since he's got the least to say in this one. Pick a color.
Rojo.
Rojo. That means red.
Nose.
Excuse me, we speak American here.
Rojo.
Okay, so we're going with red. Does anyone else feel like, of the four colors, red is the least complete of a package?
No. It's super good.
No, there are great cards in red, but like instead of it just being one new deck or archetype being supported, it's a whole bunch of things. You got support for Baby. You got this like funky Vegeta stuff going on, you know.
Oh, hey, look, aggro got more support. Good. Just what they needed. More support.
It's also the only color that doesn't really have a new playstyle. It's just more aggro stuff.
Why
And,
would it? It's red
you know,
deck
more
wins.
Baby.
It's literally red deck wins. Now featuring like one green card in there, and that's about it.
I mean, there is some pretty fun stuff in it. You know, there's a lot of focus on Vegeta this set in red, which is pretty cool because I like Vegeta. He's a cool character, and you get members of his family, including like Bulla,
Whoa.
and
Forgot
Bulla's
about
actually decent if I remember right. You know, all that's cool. I like having more characters in, and I like seeing focused support for a character that isn't Goku.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? Goku still has support.
Do you think
Goku's
red?
the main character. As long as people like to continue
Goku?
to play the human centipede with him, the entire fan base, Goku will always have support. Can't stop, won't stop. If he wasn't in this color before, here's a Goku now. Be happy, fans.
He's in every color but black.
Goku can't be black. He can't be
First of all, that's really racist.
because he's not like Trunks, where he's been through the rough ends of the multiverse.
So I thought red had some really great cards. There's some good advantage gaining cards in red. There's some really strong cards. That SR Vegeta is really good, right?
You know what we needed? More Kabbas. So here's 2 more Kabbas in this set.
All the Kabbas. But I do feel that red's a little cluttered, less focused than the other colors. Because when we get to them,
No.
I see each of the other colors as a very tight one specified deck package. Every other color, I think, really falls into that. Maybe green a little less,
Ooh,
but
heaven.
we'll see. But that's how I kind of feel. What do you think?
Because red allows you to play aggro, as always, and now they tried something else new with this last set and actually being a control color, which is kind of cool because then they got access to like the new Baby now, which is actually what you're going for as your top end of your deck, which is like, here's my Deluge, Kalidas, Tassiger, whatever you want to call this boy. He's a big hairy monkey who's going to spank you for a change.
That's true.
Well, what I'm saying is like red is the only color that black doesn't. I guess black does. Oh, we'll get to it.
Well, black just goes in every deck.
But red doesn't really introduce a new archetype in this, and it's the only color that does.
Well, it's a little hard to, considering that we kind of, because like, pattern trademark Wizards of the Coast, but basically, we kind of already have an idea of what the colors want to do, and if you're trying to color shift, you got to give the game a little more time before you start doing that. Like blue cards that behave like green cards, if that makes sense. Because otherwise, what's the point of picking a different color then? It's
Mhm.
like, here's what the strategy is. I like blue. I'm going to pick that. Like, I appreciate what, like, the Hirudegarn cards are doing in the set, but at the same time, there's really no reason to, like, try to pick a different color.
Are you giving us a good segue into blue?
That's what I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk blue
Yes.
and the big monster in the room.
Trunks leader.
Crash.
It is cool though having a little leader of Trunks. You know, like I kind of want them to do the same for Goten as well now.
It's not gonna.
Give us a Pan leader with Pan as a baby.
Don't make me
No,
throw
no.
you.
It's perfect. Unawakened side, Pan as a baby. Awakened side, Grandma Pan.
The curious case of Benjamin Button, now featuring Pan. Man, the time skip's been brutal.
Besides the joke that is the Trunks leader, what stands out from blue in this set for you guys?
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh wait, can't do that.
Hirudegarn.
Can you explain what he do?
Bounce.
Or what the general play style of
The
Hirudegarn's
general
deck
play
is?
style is very similar to what my last deck, if you guys haven't seen that a few months ago, was basically just hand rape. If there's cards in your hand, goodbye. It's gone. Be gone, talk. But instead of discarding them, they put them back on top of the deck, which to me is even more brutal because then you're redrawing those cards again.
Yeah, I agree. I like putting stuff back at the top of the opponent's deck.
Like, the
That's
leader-
really good disruption.
Yeah, the leader puts cards back on top. The 9-drop puts cards back on top. But the 9-drop could also be a 4-drop, but that's also jumping through a bunch
Wait,
of hoops.
a 9-drop is fine as long as it's in blue, and luckily you are, because that would be unplayable in any other color.
Yes, because blue is the only color that ramps. And thank God for that. If green started ramping, that would be a little cancerous.
But who cares about it being a 9-drop and being able to ramp it? You can just turbo out turn 4. If everything's done right.
That's like asking for the nut hand. And by then, you hope to God that your opponent is not aggro. By all means.
So not only is Hirudegarn in this set, and he's just playing big dumb idiots, right? That's the deck.
Mm-hmm.
But along with that comes Tapion stuff, which I felt was really underwhelming.
There's also the flute that everybody's just losing their minds over. And honestly, the card's not good. I don't care
Why?
what anybody else says. You can run it. By all means, you can splash it in your deck and be like, I'm going to bounce this 1-drop to my hand. Have fun bouncing your aggro cards back to your hand for literally no reason. Like, what does aggro use it for? It feeds minus kill zone. Doesn't everything feed it, though? When you're in a game entirely based around giant growths and fogs?
So, Jacob, why do you think the Tapion support's so meh?
What does it do?
Because it doesn't support Tapion, it supports Hirudegarn.
That's
Exactly.
why.
And then isn't there like there's I want to say a Trunks that like gets stuff because of Tapion,
Yeah.
like ties into it as well, and it's just ugh.
Yep. Although, speaking of blue cards, there's one that I think we'll probably see a lot of play, especially if people want to like branch out to like other variants of aggro, is the 3-drop Vegeta. It's the same thing as Hirudegarn's backside. Every time it attacks, put a card back on top. Boom!
Mm-hmm.
That sounds pretty fun, honestly. Plus, keep in mind when you place cards back at the top of the deck, you're not putting them into the drop area, meaning it's not fueling their overrealm.
Right, exactly. Which is what was the biggest downside of the green deck is like, well, there's an overrealm. Can't help that. You just top deck the nuts sometimes. But I mean, like, but then this Hirudegarn deck, it defeats the purpose of overrealm. They're putting the cards back on top, especially if you're going against the Mass Saiyan. It's like, well, this sucks, but I'm going to have to mill 3 just to try to punch you for 2. Hey, look at that, another Reese's Coercion. Darn it.
So you just mentioned the word green, which I think means it's time to move on.
Yep.
To green.
There's not much in blue here. Much like the rest of this set. Ba-dum-bum. All right.
What does Guru have to say about green?
Bond.
Lackluster.
Bond together, my Namekians. Bond.
Okay, so I think bond is their keyword, and it's a requirement to get their skills off. That just says, hey, you have to have more of them on board.
Yep.
The only ones I really care for is Nail, because he's not specified to a Namekian, let alone Slug's army. Which
You just like Nail.
Yes.
Too bad he's Piccolo now.
Piccolo is a really good SR, might I add.
Yeah, I thought the SR was the only card that really struck me as being like super good.
It's like, wow!
He's basic, but he's good.
You know what's also good? Gohan, because it's like the card in red. It's literally the exact same word for word, except instead of double strike, it's great.
Well, you have
Combo's already good.
You see, you have to realize, you have to put the father and son together. Oh wait,
Gohan and Piccolo, man.
Yes. Piccolo is best dad.
You know, I always thought like Father's Day rolls around and Gohan like is like drawing little Gohan's like making a card, and Chi-Chi's like, Goku, your son's hard at work making you a card, and he just like walks right past Goku and gives it to Piccolo.
that's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
But Piccolo's the best dad because he's the only one that has close speed.
So like, I think Bond's okay, but for first set support, it's not that special.
I hope they continue in other sets though. Like that's your payoff to playing this specific type. Like I don't care for the Namekians because you're not really going to play any of them outside of Piccolo because he just works with anybody.
But what other Namekians can they add?
The only ones that they really could add is like different versions of like Nail and whatnot.
Universe 6, because I don't think those ones were in
Yeah,
there.
they got a card each.
Yeah,
They're
and one
okay.
It's a super combo. Who would have thought?
So they can do more support for them. They can always do more stuff with King Piccolo. That's, you know, always appreciated. King Piccolo's awesome. But there's not all that much outside of those. Isn't there a Namekian going to be in the next movie? No.
If your name's not Piccolo, it's not.
Well, yeah, Piccolo
Well,
is going to be in it. So
well, the theory is more of
that's what
trying to
really-
figure out who's the god of everything type deal, and saying that he isn't a Namekian. But that's more for movie buzz, not for
maybe
TCG
they'll
buzz.
give Piccolo.
We just make up this shit on the fly.
Maybe they'll give Piccolo an actual power up, so you know he's not tier 7 for the
Although,
rest of the.
Speaking of movies, let's take a quick break to basically say we need to go ahead to Fathom events, check out the tickets for listings for Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, so you can get the exclusive Broly leader card.
That we have no idea what it does.
Yes, we only know the artwork and its stats, but I want it because it's Broly. Because
Thanks for that.
Broly Power Maximum, man.
Thanks for that side story there.
Well, speaking
Man, that was as poignant to this discussion as the Garlic Jr. arc to Dragon Ball Z.
Although speaking of pointless colors, let's go to yellow.
You want to introduce Yellow's keyword?
Their gimmick.
Yeah.
Swap, baby, swap.
So they basically, if you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh at all, they play similar to the Gladiator Beast style, where they toolbox each other out into different creatures. And basically your big payoff is the Ultra Instinct Goku. That's the size 8 drop. That when he comes into play with Deflect, well, excuse me, not Deflect, he has Deflect, don't worry about that. But when you come in with Swap, that you choose 3 of their battle cards, put them to rest mode, and I believe they don't untap, if I remember correctly.
Couldn't you also choose their energy? Or am I thinking of a different card in this?
Just to combat.
You switch them to rest mode, ignoring barrier. Yeah, so it also has triple attack and triple strike, dual attack, so he hits hard.
Does it also hit the energy though?
Nope.
Am I the only one who's really sick of seeing
energy,
Ultra Instinct Goku cards?
Wait, you were talking?
Yes, I was trying to talk. It was very important. Am I the only one who's sick of Ultra Instinct Gokus?
I'm just sick and tired of Goku in general. I think he should die off one of these.
Guess what, guys? We got an SR 1-drop.
Yeah, and it's Bardock. I mean, other Goku. It's
Daddy Goku. The one... Wait. Was he even real Daddy Goku?
No.
Cool Goku.
It must be in his blood.
Yeah. So, like, good card. I mean, anytime they print an SR that's a low drop, it's generally played. I mean,
Well, you
look
mean
at
like
Pan,
the Khalifa that's
or
like played in every single video
Khalifa,
list ever?
or
Oh,
so I'm excited to see what happens with this, and they've never done a one-drop SR before, and it looks to be pretty good.
no, you one drop paid. What was it, 2 to swap?
Yeah, as you swap for 2.
But let's talk about the biggest boy.
The Fleece Johnson, the booty warrior, the good old
Ooh.
12 drop.
12 drop, baby.
He's got the permanent spread them cheeks. No matter what, you've taken it regardless.
So you know what this means, right? One of us has to build this deck and hard cast urine.
Just look how upset he is. He's like, oh man, I've been printed again.
You really think about it. You have to hard cast this, man. We got to make this a meme. You have to only hard cast
Got
the
it.
12 shrub.
So blue, yellow, Beerus, Weiss, and Jiren.
You shut your mouth.
Does he require to have a universe? Whatchamacallit?
They
11
were-
leader? Or just
No,
universe 11s and drop?
Just Universe 11s and drop.
Is
there is-
possible?
when
We
there
will
is
go for
9 or more in the drop, so play a bunch of really bad cards,
You-
and one day you'll get this.
Well, they
enormous
do.
hit.
The set does include several cards that help you mill out your deck, so
Well,
that's a
just
thing.
hope the guy you don't die on turn 3, so you can cast the darn thing.
So we're going to use the Beerus that has the 16 energy for game. I'm going to have to run the 12 drop.
That is
We
its own deck in its own right.
No. You must do this. 12 drop Jiren, 10 drop Jiren, and just try to hardcast everything.
Someone send us a deck list for this, and we will review it on camera.
Review it, maybe build it, and just. Oh, I want
Universe
to do it now.
11 fanboys, the deck.
All right, so that's all the colors in the game. Oh wait,
There is one more. Oh god.
is the absence of color a color?
Well, I mean, we still consider black to be a color, so hey! Don't roast me, please.
Hashtag don't roast me, please. Hashtag not racist, but
What? That's-
And that's going to wrap up this live stream today, guys. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, hit the bell to get them notifications, leave a comment, check out our Instagram, join our Discord, check out our shop. All links will be in the description down
Oh,
below.
what, you don't want to talk about Mira?
And until next time, we'll talk about the Black Cell.
what? I have no idea what's happened to this conversation. Can someone please fill me in?
No.
Alright, so there is a Super Saiyan 5 knockoff called Mirror Crater Absorbed. It's literally just Dragon Ball AF, the card, and it has Deflect. Oh, good. Another card with it. And then when you play it with Unit Absorb, your opponent chooses 3 cards. 3! And sends them to their warp. Don't be filling up the drop, yo. It has Double Strike for the turn, that it comes down with that keyword. And then when this card attacks, this card gains 5,000 power for each card in your warp. So it's a big
Oh.
boy.
So you got 20 cards in your warp.
Yeah, so here's the question though. How do you kill your opponent outside of attrition? It's just the most obnoxious deck ever. You hit him for 1. Good! I can have a hand. Nope. That's staying there.
So what you do is you make your opponent just so impressed with your skills that they
Just hand you
they
the win.
forfeit out of respect.
It's like the Universal 11 deck. They just hand you a free win can't stop that. I guess you got me there.
Or, you can just go for the whole milling aspect, but that might take forever.
That's what Mono Green Super Saiyan 3 Goku tried to do a few months back then. People just died to Broly being him to Turok.
Mm-hmm.
Him to Turok is not a fun card to play against.
Okay, so what else does Black have to offer?
Minus Killzone, which is a 0-drop card that you...
Oh no, that's broken already. Stop.
So
Stop.
You warp 3 cards from your yard. it replaces itself, don't worry, and your opponent can't activate counters for the duration of the turn. So...
Wait,
You want to
hang
die
on.
now or later?
I think aggro just jams this in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Automatic
black
warp.
card. You can throw it into any color, you know, just got to get something else to put cards in your warp. That's not hard.
Yeah, and even Control can play this. Like, neat. I'm going to draw a card, and then you're going to spread them cheeks for me. Here comes this nice Ultra Instinct Goku. Get screwed because Victory Strike.
Or Jiren that I just hard cast.
Yes.
If you're hard casting a Jiren, you deserve to win that game. I'm sorry, but if you have
That's the
time,
point.
if you have the time to be casting a 12 drop,
Now you
I think
see,
the game is over.
the best part is I'm going to cast the 10 drop first. Then I'm going to cast the 12 drop. Then I'm going to wait a turn and then drop down the Whis on top of that.
So this is probably a hole on curve because you're not going to have any Universe 11 guys. They're all dead.
Yeah. Well, they're going to be in the energy, if anything.
I would be impressed if they weren't. Because if you're putting Bloodlust in your energy, it probably means that game wasn't interactive anyway.
So, does Black have anything else?
Bloodlust.
I mean, they have the Demigra leader, but...
Yeah.
Who cares? It's not any Ralza by any means.
Oh, there's also Corona. Don't forget about her. She's important to mention just briefly.
In the silver
hard counter
beer?
Shigesh.
Shigesh.
Yep.
Rest in peace, boys.
You mean the beer?
The interactive dream is dead, boys. We can forget about that now. We're just going to play aggro forever and ever till the end of time. I mean, I'm just going to be an idiot and just continue to play hand rape. It's too much of a joy to be like, no cards in hand, no permanents. Permanents are not sacred.
So what do you think of them printing cards that just straight up hard counter something else already in the game?
The thing is, if they're hard countering something, they need to be super gimmicky. Like the Mira guy. I don't care if Mira has deflect because that's your payoff for playing a gimmicky deck. Like, honestly, if Cell had deflect, I could care less. I would honestly because that deck already, you're forcing yourself to go to 3 cards in hand effectively. You're minusing 2 each time you do the interaction. And then cool, your opponent also has 3 cards, which they go to the drop and then they go to used for Overwhelm, and then, oh hey look, he has 7 cards in hand again. And then you died.
But how about Corona herself? You know, does this card in particular, do you think people are going to burn all their foil Shigeshes now, or do you think it's still going to be a relevant card in some matchup?
Oh, I absolutely think it's going to be relevant.
That's still going to be used.
There's no reason not to jam it in the main board. Even if you don't attack with it. It replaces itself. It's like, alright, don't be doing yellow things. Because that's what yellow does.
Yellow.
They do the small things that keep the game in balance. Except for the Frieza Winter, because, you know, bad rulings and bad card design kind of led to the downfall of this game.
That's, correct me if I'm wrong, but we talked about 5 colors. That's
Yeah.
all of them, right?
Yes, there
Right.
is.
For
Now,
sure.
unless they introduce white, because nobody cares about white.
You mean the absorption of all colors?
In before dual color cards.
In before LGBT qualified cards.
Rainbow cards.
It's all of the colors. Feel the rainbow.
Well, you know,
Rainbow.
we're going to have orange cards, right? Come on, it's only a matter of time.
It's just Gokuski.
I vote for salmon.
I could go for some salmon, but it's too expensive.
We're just
I think that's a sign that we need to stop
we
now.
need to stop, please.
One more thing before we stop. Don't forget that we're actually getting box topper.
Yeah, we're
big
getting
leaders,
7 of them.
right?
7
That's
box toppers.
that's
that are
cool.
All of the.
Is it going to become the new big truck thing?
what?
I'll have to explain it to you
Just
off.
oversized leaders that you only care for one of them, and name is Hirudegarn.
Because you can't play a big boy like that without him being a big card.
I mean, Slug is a good leader too, but let's face it, that's just an aggro leader.
Mm-hmm.
Aggro has enough good leaders as it is.
All right. Well, do you guys have anything else before we go?
Go Team Slug.
Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit the bell to get them notifications though. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do it? Why you steal my? Why'd you steal my thunder?
I was channeling my inner Dalton. All right.
All right, I'll let it slide this time. This time. Follow us on Instagram. Join our Discord. Check out our shop. All links in the description down below. Jacob, anything else?
You guys should let us know which color from this set is OP, in your opinion.
Nerf black, please. Please nerf.
And let me know if I should be trying to make one of these decks. But above all else, stay classy, y'all.
Universe11matters.deck. Make it happen.
Hardcast.
Thanks for listening to TCG Buzz. New episodes can be found on tcgbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For box openings, deck profiles, and more, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.